As I go into this new year, I just wanted to say something, I guess, about my brother. It's the day he died 5 years ago, and this is the first time I'm actually speaking about it with my voice. And maybe this is a letter about the grief. So, this is to you, Robert. Dear Robert, dear big brother, thank you for the days that you held my hand when I was too afraid to walk alone. Thank you for the days that you waited at the bus stop for me when I was getting off and I had no one to wait there for me, like my mother or anyone that would be an adult to look after me and raise me, because you did. You and my other brother raised me. Shouldn't have had to, but you did. You took a responsibility, and no matter how difficult and emotionally taxing and confusing it probably was for you, you took care of me. You raised me. You protected me. I will never forget the days when my mother, who at the time was working her butt off when I was a kid, had no time to take care of me, and my brother would go off and do his thing. Our brother would go off and do his thing to get away from our mother. Or there were things at home that I wasn't allowed to know about. All I knew is you're going to go with your brother this weekend. Thank you for giving me the childhood that I didn't have. Thank you for sitting me in your apartment on your bed and playing PS2 and watching anime with me and giving me pizza and helping me do my homework and hugging me and telling me I was your little bunny. Thank you for showing me a band that has given me such comfort since the day you showed me. Death Cab for Cutie is not just a band I like to listen to because of the beautiful music or the lyrics. It's because it's you. Whenever I hear I Will Follow You Into the Dark, I think of you. That was the first song I was ever showed. I remember the bunnies in the video and how sad I was that the one bunny didn't wake up. And I wanted the bunny to wake up, but you told me sometimes bunnies don't wake up. And from that day on, you called me your bunny because you said no matter what, you would still be there for me. And you were, though you weren't in my life all the time because you had your own path. You helped my path form something I will never forget or take for granted. I will never be ungrateful for the steps that you took in my life. And I am sorry that you felt the need to leave this world. I'm sorry that you're no longer here. I, I'm sorry that there are pieces of you around the universe that I will always see that will never be you, that will never be your voice, that will never be your hugs. Thank you for your final day on this earth with me when you were. Thank you for giving me the gift of being able to hear your voice and hug you and play video games with you one last time. Is that why you went on Christmas Eve? Is that why you went to see us that day? I will never know. I'll never know deep down. As the fireworks go off every year for New Year's, I've always had that sinking feeling in my gut that while the world moves on, you stayed stasis. You stayed in your place, and your soul has ceased. You parted with your body. You peeled away the sorrows and the sins of the world and the pain that you have had to endure because of the way that we had to grow up. You did so much more than just a brother for me. You were my protector. I will never understand the movies and the video games and the TV shows that always talk about siblings fighting because my memories of you and our brother were never fighting. We never fought. There was never an issue. Is it because you were 8 years older than me? Or was it because we didn't have that luxury and we had to survive and rely on each other? I'm sorry for all the sacrifices that you had to make in your childhood to help better mine. You will never know how grateful I am. I only hope that I can always say these words. I hope that one day you hear this voice. Maybe you hear it right now. Maybe you and Momo are sitting next to each other from the clouds or wherever you are, and your soul is resting and wandering. I don't know what's out in the universe after death. I don't know what happens when life ends. I just know that I wish you were still in mine. As beautiful as fireworks are, they're painful for me right now because you don't get to enjoy them the way I want you to. You don't get to enjoy and see the journey and the victories I've had. I've had to struggle. I've had to protect myself. While my brother has had to be my guardian, my summary of my life. I did my best to do in turn what you did for me and at least make you happy. One of my favorite memories will always be when you were sick on Halloween and I got extra candy just for you because you couldn't go trick or treating. I will never forget that smile that you had with such joyful abandon and your goofy ear wiggles. I will never forget the tooth gap that you had that you could make it whistle through and you made me laugh like a little silly baby. I will never forget being called your little angel and your bunny and your warrior. I didn't understand what you meant when you said how strong I was at the time. Because in my eyes, as a child, to be strong meant to lift heavy things and to be able to fight back against something powerful. But you saw strength in me, I didn't. You saw things in me, I didn't. You were always proud of me. You always loved me. You always were so happy to see me. And I was so happy to see you to the very end, even if I didn't know it was the end. I'll never forget my final words to you and how much I regret it. Not because we had a fight or anything harsh or bad was said, not because we had any bad blood, but because it was a lie. I'll see you later, alligator. I won't, at least not in this lifetime. I hope that whenever my soul departs this earth, however and whenever, you'll be right there with me. You'll be welcoming me at the gate, the Rainbow Bridge, or however my soul decides to part. I hope to get to join you. Whenever I watch Hocus Pocus and I see that episode, sorry, that ending with Thackeray, Binks, and Emily, I think of you. I think of me. I think of wanting to join you. I miss you every day. I've been so upset sometimes, thinking I shouldn't have to be here by myself. I miss my brother. I need my brother. My brother would know what to do. I've had to do this without him. It's not fair. But I could never be mad at you. People have always tried to tell me, you can be mad at him. He left you. But I don't want to see it that way. Because it's not fair to you. It's not fair to what you've been through. We had a very hard family history. We've been through things together. Things that I probably don't even know you've personally been through. Because you had your path. You were always in and out because you were a traveler and a free spirit, and that was so beautiful about you. You were a beautiful spirit. 5 years ago tonight, you parted for the final time, and I never got to see it. You were not here. You weren't in the same house as me. You were over somewhere else that I don't know because we were at the apartment, me, my mom, and our brother. You you were somewhere that I had no idea. And even worse, I had no idea that that night you took your final breath. I had no idea that 2 days later I would be told the worst news of my life about you. I hope that I'll make you proud. People tell me all the time that I do, and that you are proud of me and you would be. And I only hope that's true. I hope that you're not mad at me. I hope that you don't blame me. I blame myself. I try not to, and I'm told not to, but it can get hard. I miss you every day. And it gets very hard because losing a sibling, it's indescribable. But losing an older sibling, your protector, especially in the family that we had, you just feel lost. I feel like a wandering spirit myself without you. You were always by my side when you could be, even when I didn't know it, in ways I could never understand until I was so much older. And that was beautiful about you. I hope you're watching me right now. And I hope you're still happy. I hope that when Momo parted this month that you welcomed her. Promise me that you'll continue to be happy and show me that I can be happy too. Every time I see a cardinal, every time I see a rabbit, every time I think of butterflies and dragonflies and the music that you loved and guitars and acoustics and the bands you showed me and the silly jokes you had and Mario Party and all the things we used to do together. The Donkey Kong 64 and pizza and ice cream. All the silly little wonderful things I think of you. You are the best brother anyone could ask for. You are the best person I knew. And I hope every day that I continue to be the kind of person you were. I hope that I could live up to be how wonderful you were. You have no idea how loved you were. Because every day I love you. And I will never stop loving you. I will never be upset at you. I will never blame you. And I will never stop missing you. Some days it gets harder. Some days I just think it's better to join you. But I can't give up. Because that isn't what you would want from me. I know you. So promise me that you'll continue to watch me and you'll continue to show me in ways of life. I can continue and I can have hope and I can be happy. Because it gets hard without you. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You'd sing that to me too. You're like a lullaby. The love and warmth you gave me always soothes me like one. Maybe that's why I love them so much. Maybe that's why I love music boxes. Maybe that's why I love so many gentle, wonderful, soft things. Because when there were monsters and darknesses in my life, you were that softness that I needed. Every bunny that you gave me whenever you visited, or you take me to Toys R Us, and even if I wanted another toy, you got a bunny with it. I will always be your bunny. And you will always be my guardian. You will always be my big brother. You will always be loved by me. I love you. Please rest easy. Let the fireworks color the skies as you rest.